Magandang araw! Sama-sama tayong matuto sa Teacher Sal Learning Resource Channel.
Revised K-12 Curriculum English 2 Quarter 1 Week 4 For Day 1, our topic is all about building reading skills through stories and word patterns. What do you always pray for? Let's find out what prayers and hard work brought to the characters. Today, we are going to learn some important words we see a lot. Action words, find out what problem the characters had in a legend, how they solved it, and then retell the story in our own words. What do you see in the picture? You're right. Ants. Where do you see ants? I see ants on the near food, in the ground garden, and sometimes in the kitchen. What do you know about ants? Let's talk about a story entitled The Diligent Ants. The diligent ants worked hard all day, carrying food back to their nest without stopping to rest. What did the ants do? They worked hard all day, carrying food back to their nest without stopping to rest. What can you say about ants based on what they did? They are persistent, busy, and hardworking. What is the other word for those words? You're right, it is diligent. The ants made a plan to find food. They thought about where to go to get the most food. What did the ants think about? Where to find food. Where do you think the ants decided to go? What did ants make when they decide on what to do and where to go? A plan. Remember the meanings of these words because later you will hear them in the story. Why ants are diligent. Part 1. Adapted by Mil Flores Ponciano. Long ago, in a big forest, there lived a group of ants led by Queen Meg. These ants were red. They were known for spending their days playing bed. These ants liked sleeping under the shady trees and feeling the gentle breeze in the forest. Instead of working like other animals, they like to find warm places to relax and do nothing. Queen Meg always prayed for the ants to be diligent. What insects were mentioned in the story? You're right, ants. Who was their leader? Queen Meg. What do ants love to do? They love to play, rest, sleep, and relax. How will you describe the ants based on what they like to do? They are lazy. One day, a big problem came to the forest. There was not enough food for everyone, and the other animals were worried. "Oh no, what will we do?" cried the pig. What was the problem of the ants? They have no food for everyone. What do you think will the ants do? "Don't worry," said Meg. "We will find a solution." "Yes, let us make a plan," agreed Meg. "We should pray for God's help. We should work together to find food," said one of the ants. What was the ants' plan? Pray and work together. The ants did not give up. They all went under a tree and asked for God's help. They made a plan to find food for everyone. Every day, the ants searched the forest. "We have to find more food," said one ant. "We cannot give up. Keep looking and keep praying for God to help us, said another ant. They found seeds, grains, and fruits and brought them back to their home. They still prayed and worked together and never gave up. Was the ants' problem solved? Yes. How was it solved? By making a plan, praying, and working hard. From that day on, the ants were known for their prayerfulness and hard work. Their story reminds us that hard work and helping each other can make big problems go away. This time, let us read some lines from the story we just listened to. The ants sleep on the mat. What does the ant do? Sleep. Ants talk about a plan. What do ants do? Talk. A boy jumps in the forest. What does the boy do? Jumps. What do these words tell? They tell action. What kinds of words are they? They are called action words. Read and tell the action words. I play in the house. You're right, the action word is play. My sister calls me. You're right, the correct answer is calls. Mother hides my toys in a bag. Hides. Who were the characters in the story? Ants and other animals. What was the problem of the ants? Not enough food. How did they solve their problem? They planned, prayed, and worked hard. If you were one of the ants, what would be your plan to solve the problem? If I were one of the ants, I will help my friends. We will carry the food together and find a way to go home. Why is it important to plan? It is important to plan so we know what to do and finish things properly. What was the plan you had just made? What was your recent prayer about? Why is praying important? What was your recent prayer about? Why is praying important? Praying is important because it helps us talk to God and ask for help or say thank you. Do you know that something else happened in the story? Listen carefully as we continue the story. Why ants are diligent, Part 2. While the ants were on their way home, they saw a giant boy jumping in the forest. The boy seemed happy as he jumped and ran into the forest. Oh no, the boy might step on us. We might not bring the foods to our home, said one ant. What shall we do? Asked the other ant. Let us pray and make another plan, suggested the other ant. So the ants prayed. Let us change our way back home, said the ant. That is correct. It is risky to take our usual way home because of the jumping boy, said the other ant. The ants turned left and continued crawling. Find a partner. Share with your partner your answers to the following questions. Take turns in telling your partner your answer to the questions I will ask. What was the problem of the ants? How did the ants solve it? In your own words, retell what happened in part 2 of the story, Why Ants Are Diligent. But do you remember from this picture? Great! Can you give me samples of action words? In today's lesson, you will identify grade 2 level appropriate sight words, CVC words, and segment their onset and rhyme. First, I will read the words to you, then read after me. Jump. Away. Here. Find. Help. Make. Yellow. Tree. Was. 2. Play. Run. Funny. Look at the different pictures from the story Why Ants Are Diligent. Tell the name. For the first picture, A. Red or B. Web? You're right, it is letter B. Web. Next picture, leg 10. You're right, it is 10. Next, bed 10. What sound do you hear in the middle of the word? Eh. Let us look closer at each word. What is the first sound you hear in the word red? R. How do you read the other two letters in the word red? Ed. I will read to you some words. Repeat after me. Net. Pet. Web. Pen. Den. What letter is missing to complete the word that matches the picture? How do you sound out the missing letter? Now, how do we sound out the remaining letters together? This time, let us read these phrases. Red bed. A wet leg. 10 men. Small web. The red hen. In the den. Let us look at this picture. What do you see in the picture? What else in the picture has an S sound in the middle? Let me list your answers. Peg, hen, den. What is the first sound in the word peg? You're right, it's P. Practice reading the following words. Jump, make, run, he, leg, away, yellow, find, was, 10, here, 2, 3, bed, help, play, funny, hen. For day 3. Can you share with the class some words I asked you to practice reading at home? This time, match the pictures with their names by drawing a line. Food, Meg, and animals, forest. Here are the correct answers. In today's lesson, you will identify action words and use words relating to yourself and your family. I will read to you some lines from the story you listened to previously. From the lines of the story, identify word or words that tells actions. We should pray for God's help, said one aunt. Who was speaking? What did she say? What do you think she feels based on what she said? How will you describe her or him based on what she spoke? We should work together to find food, said one of the ants. Yes, let us make a plan, agreed Meg. We have to find more food, said one ant. I listed the feelings and traits you mentioned earlier. Listen to them one at a time. As you listen, look at the feelings and traits chart. Point in the chart the emoticon that shows the feeling and trait that I will say. What kind of emotions do we often feel in our families? Why? Let's read dialogues from Why Ants Are Diligent. Identify and tell the emotion shown in each one. We cannot give up. Keep looking and keep praying for God to help us, said another ant. Thank you, ants. You saved us, cheered the other 10 animals. We should give thanks to our God for listening to our prayers. We should have a party, said Queen Meg. Hooray, that sounds fun, yelled the animals. Read and act out the following words. Jump. Play. Run. Sleep. What are these words called? They are action words. Read the following sentences. I smile at my mother. Mother cooks food at home. We eat together as a family. Father and sister wash the dishes. What action word is mentioned in the sentence? Read the passage aloud. Mother cooks food. I smile at my mother. We eat together as a family. Father and sister wash the dishes. What does mother do? Cook. What do father and sister do? Wash the dishes. What is the passage about? Activities done with the family. For day 4. Read the CVC words with medial E sounds, sight words, and action words. For the CVC words, wet, web, help, make, yellow, pen, pet, jam, fed, beg, den, ben. Set, bed, red, leg, men, bet. Vet, jet, wed, peg, pen, get. Was, away, here, find, met. Tree, 10, 2, let, net. For the action words, jump, run, play. Read the sentences. Circle the action words. Father reads a book. The cat sleeps in the box. We plant seeds in the garden. The dog barks. I wash my hands. Here are the correct answers. reads, sleeps, plant, barks, and wash.